Good afternoon, beautiful lady. How are you?
I'm alright.
Uh, you are speaking to Muswani Mafule Molen, General Secretary of Faculty of Best Advisory. We are in a career hunt. We're trying to find a career for that individual out there. Would you please tell us what is your name, where you come from, and what you're studying?
My name is Itumele Nishilu. I come from Lipopo, Skuku Nihama Samola, and I'm here to study aeronautical engineering at VETS.
Aeronautical engineering.
Yes.
What is that? Would you please explain in detail, describe it, what it is?
Well, in simple English, aeronautical engineering is the study of airplanes. Aeroplanes, cargo airplanes.
So what do you study about this? How to build them? How to
Yeah,
drive them
basically
on?
the maintenance of the aeroplanes, the design, the manufacturing, the production, the aerodynamics. In aerodynamics, it means like what do you use and what do you have to do in order for them to fly at such high altitudes in the sky. What type of materials do you have to use? Things like that. Like you look at elements and aspects like that. So that's what basically I'm studying.
So what made you choose this career out of all the careers which are available?
There were quite a few things that I would have chosen, but I was interested in maths and science, and I was very good at physics in those two subjects. So I was like, in my first year in high school, I got very interested in aerospace. So I was like, wow, this field is very interesting. So after that, I never even got interested in any other thing. So I decided, you know what, this is the field that I'm going to follow when I get to university. And I did a bit of research and I found out, okay, fine, it's actually not called, there is aerospace engineering and there is aeronautical engineering. Those two are different.
Okay.
In that, aerospace is more about satellites and spaceship, spaceship equipment and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I decided, okay, fine, what I'm more interested in the aeroplanes part of the field.
Okay.
So yeah, basically it was my love for science and my love for being so much interested in how can such a massive mass of equipment and all of those things fly in the air and be able to even carry more load in terms of like passenger and stuff like that. So I was like, wow, this is quite interesting, and I loved designing a whole lot of different things. And I was like, since there isn't even much engineers in that field in South Africa, and as a young black woman, this will be an opportunity to make a mark in South Africa, that you know what, it doesn't matter which school you come from or what background you come from, but for the fact that you're determined and you're dedicated towards your dreams, you can achieve anything. And again, to bring a change in my country as a young woman, as a youth.
Yeah, young black woman. Tell me about this. What kind of advice would you give to someone who would like to pursue the same career as you, who would like to follow in your footsteps?
Well, I would say when it comes to taking subjects in school, like high school level, you should focus on the technical side of your subject, which is the physics, physical sciences, mathematical sciences, and technical drawing, IT, which we call here in school software engineering, but in school they call it information technology. And yeah, subjects like that. That's what you should take from high school.
Okay. So where do people who graduate in this field usually work? Like in which areas do they work?
Well, the advantages of actually having done aeronautical engineering is that you can also work as a mechanical engineer, but it's more of like a branch. It's a speciality of mechanical engineering. So yeah, you can work for mechanical companies and you can work for aeronautical companies, which include one of the biggest companies in South Africa, which is called Denel Dynamics, CSIR, which is based in research. And then you can work for Aerosud. You have our very own SAA, South African Airways. And if you want to go and venture into different countries, you can go to international countries, and you can work for companies such as Airbus, Boeing, the Russian Federation, You can work for Indian companies which are very good in terms of missile. Yeah, think, yeah,
All right.
those things.
Okay, I hear you properly. To that child out there in the remote rural areas with no internet access, which this documentary is dedicated to, and who think that they cannot do it, who have no hopes, but they will one day like to see themselves at university, what words of encouragement to uplift them, to inspire them? What can you say to them that will push them to get to this level?
I myself am from a rural place, but it never that fact of coming from a rural place never stopped me from aiming high in my life and setting high standards for myself. In that, you know what, it doesn't matter your background, whether you're from a rural place, whether you're from a poor family, you can do anything. So I would say to the young girl or the young boy who's from a rural remote place that you should talk to his or her teachers. They're actually the people who can help them out in trying to research on the careers that they would like to follow. Yeah, things like that. And to go to, actually go to people like that, teachers who can help them out. And if they are actually students who are studying in university in their areas, they can help them. As even myself, when I go back home, I actually take information from my university and take it back to my school and to my place to help kids who are actually in grade 12, so that they can have information on what careers they can take and which universities and which scholarships they can apply for.
That's wonderful of you. You are a young black woman who has got a lot of inspiration, who have got a lot of drive to help other people. And I like the point that you saying that people should go out there, use of the information around them, make use of their teachers, make use of the people who have made it to university. And I've got no doubt that you make a difference into many people's lives out there. You'll set a great example for people who will one day like to be engineers, most significantly the one that you're doing, aeronautical, which is something that not most people do not know about. I like to thank you so much with all my heart for contributing, for making a difference into someone's life, for bringing hope to the hopeless. We wish you everything of the best in your studies as well as in your life. Thank you very much.
It was a pleasure, and I was glad to hear much help.
All right.